What's up, guys? Back in today with more Durarara, this time with 10 episode. I think we're at like 9 or 10 now. Quite a way through the season, we've only got a couple episodes left, but yeah, really interesting episode last time out. Desire getting captured by oh, no, some crazy name. But yeah, it was a bit of an escapade episode of Isaiah. I'm not really sure how much it kind of factors into things, but we did see a bit of the Isaiah Avengers in action, which is pretty cool. Girl with the red hair, the previous Psyker, who I unfortunately confused for for Annery's mother. Apologies about that. Yeah, it was a really fun episode. Probably going to be back to the normal plot today, I hope. Amphispiana. Yeah, there's no one else remember that. Just die, die, die. Uji Ragi. I used to work in insurance. Quite boring. That's Thingy's father, isn't it? This guy looks exactly like him. Why is that? Why do you look exactly like him? So what did he say at the start here? He took his name. He let him buy his name or something, right? Yeah, I sold my name to that guy. Why do you look exactly the same? uh Interesting. Yeah, I think they were talking about Shinra's dad with the man in the white coat, right? So when he says he sold his name, the name Isaiah Orihara, but he's got two sisters, right? I guess I don't know their last name actually. I haven't really paid that much attention to it. I just thought when he said this, he meant, oh, he sold his name, as in he sold the information, as we hear it a couple seconds later, so that he could send like mail or use it for like. I was honestly thinking he was using it for the online presence in the dollars, and we know he's got a few accounts on there. I think anyway. He's got a few accounts on the dollars kind of website. I thought he was using the name and such for that, and again maybe some deliveries and as he said here, some like weird folklore stuff. But no, his name, he actually took the name Isaiah Orihara. Interesting. The man that sold the world. But it doesn't explain why they look exactly the same. Did I mean, assuming this guy is like the original? Did Isaiah? Is that why we saw him with Shinra's father? Did he get like cosmetic surgery to look like the original Isaiah Orihara? This guy. I mean, they're quite clearly different people. I think talks very differently. Although I did notice the end of some of his sentences kind of sounded slightly similar in the way they were delivered, but very different voice actors. So I need to see more of this guy. Oh, we actually stopped. ID. How are you ever meant to ID Celti? We did see that. How are you doing, Shinra, bro? Sounds like he's doing a bit better. A bit of a worm, to be honest. Rusted about like that. Yeah, not looking too bad, is he? Bless him. Oh. To say the least. I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? Nobody likes the guy, but you shouldn't wish. I mean, I don't want to pause, but we didn't wish him harm, but we didn't treat him like a normal person. So yeah, maybe I guess we did pay for it a little bit like that, but he's not a normal person, and he doesn't deserve to be treated like a normal human. Uh, he's worming again. I don't have a shave, man. Mm-hmm. School? The hell? is that the? Oh no, that's actual fake. That's now kind of confusing, isn't it? That's Isaiah right there, not the guy we met at the start of the episode. That horrible little bastard, doesn't he? Well, how does it not? I think that's like common sense, right? What does it look like, kid? They got no friends. It's always a bit like, well, seeing Shizuo like that, isn't it? That's not Shizuo. The legendary Suchi Loco, the cutest snake of all. I'm wondering how this ends up with him getting stabbed. I'm assuming Isaiah stabbed him. We always see him with a knife. Um, and in that case, you could totally understand Shinra's thoughts towards what happened to him. Oh, is he being serious there? I thought he was like joking. I was gonna say, it's usually the Americans kind of laugh about us in the UK about like knife crime, whereas in yeah, America's schools not exactly the safest places ever, are they? I thought that's what he was like making the joke out here. Pretty dark joke if he was, to be fair. So yeah, probably should have assumed otherwise. Then again, I've heard I can't remember what it was. There was a movie that's coming out or came out recently. I think it might be the new Gore Verbinski movie. That had apparently had like a joke to do with that or something, and apparently it was incredibly funny even for the American audience. But I don't quote me on that because I'm probably misremembering. From an artificial human. Oh, he's talking about Zoe here. Jesus. Place has got a lot of bloody corpses, hasn't it? Poor turtle. Yo, I always wanted a turtle. My friend had one, and then I realised how incredibly boring it actually is. I'm not sure it was a turtle or it's like a tiny little one, and it never like interacted with it. It just kept it in their kitchen, and barely anyone ever even mentioned it. Setsubo. That's one of my that's always been one of my favorite Japanese words, setsubo. But yeah, good lesson. Never give up, kids. Never give up on your love. I mean, I should probably take that advice. I was always quite easy to give up on my love. Oh, that's the thing. Looking back, it probably wasn't love. But yeah. And just like that. So sorry, I was yapping a bit there. That happened so quickly. What happened? I don't really get it. Who stabbed him? Why did he get stabbed? Like that just came out of absolutely nowhere. I thought I missed something, but no. So calm. I've been stabbed. So it was him that stabbed him. But why? We were just having like a kind of normal conversation, no? Oh, she's steaming. Let's get revenge for 10 years ago. How's it not like that? Just fall asleep on us. Fuck's sake. Well, now we're gonna have to contact the man himself to see how the story ends. Oh, so that all wasn't true. Okay. Where did you get this guy from? Oh, so he is from his high school. Okay. I recognise that name weirdly. That's the girl from last episode. Kumoy. Oh, I recognise this. Is that that got an anime a few years back, right? Like Demon King Academy or something like that. I think this one. It kind of looks in a similar style if it isn't. Um, is that? Oh, I recognise this in the top left. Is that Samurai Flamenco? Is that Samurai Flamenco? I haven't watched it. I was gonna say Zankyo no Terror, but I haven't watched that either. But I don't think that's what that is. Sam. Do you know what I know about Samurai Flamenco? It's got a fucking awesome opening. I forget who does the opening, but I remember listening to it quite a lot. Yeah, it is Samurai Flamenco. Proud I remember that. Who does the opening? I think it's the people that do the next opening for Durarara. Flow, is it? Just oh shit! It's Aspire. Just one life. Oh, that song's sick. Just one life. I didn't realize that. I thought it was Flow that done that opening. Okay. Um, I'm not sure what this is. This kind of looks like season 2 of Sword Art Online. Honestly, not really sure. No idea what the one in the middle is. Got some over ice going on there though. No idea what this one is either. Nor the one on the right. But I recognise a couple of these. But yeah, what I actually paused to speak about was when I was growing up as a teenager. There was also they talk about legal drugs here. There was a thing called legal highs, just exactly the same thing, I guess. Legal drugs, legal highs, and they were outlawed and made illegal a couple of years after. But I did end up doing some with one of my friends, and that's probably like the one time in my life people talk about like not remembering things when you're like from a night out or when you're really drunk or something. I've never had that. I pretty much always remember everything, even if I got really drunk on the night out on the night before or something. That was one time where time just like skipped. It was like hours passed and I had no recollection of what happened whatsoever. Um, and they were scary because they could literally just be an amalgamation of anything, like bath salts and shit like that. Like it could have been absolutely anything. So very good job that they did manage to get those kind of illegalized. But yeah, like you could be using like rat poison, all sorts of shit. I mean, again, who knows? But it was called Annihilation, I think it was, which is quite the harsh name. So yeah, yeah, I've had to say I never done them again after that. That was just weird. Like, it wasn't like, again, I can't even really say if it was a good or bad experience, but it's just weird. Probably a bad one, I'd assume. That Konosuba in the back, I didn't quite catch that advert just behind him as he leans on the post. Okay, so this guy's okay. So Isaiah didn't have surgery. This guy had surgery to look like Isaiah. Okay. Sometimes it's a bit hard to keep up with the lies. Why are you such a bitch? Why are you such a bitch to this guy? Oh, that's the guy. That's the guy we just saw there, right? Yeah, it is. Got the same voice. Sad life. So he got stabbed trying to defend Isaiah. He did. That. Well, that was pretty heroic, bless you. I do wonder how this chair ended up out the window. Why? Ah, so that's why. That's why he's kept him as his little bitch. All this time, though. I mean, it was a big mistake stabbing someone. Big mistake. But the rest of this guy's life is a bit harsh. What the hell are they doing? This episode doesn't paint him as too bad a guy, does it? This episode doesn't paint him as too bad a guy. I don't know. This is not enough for me. It's not enough for me, considering all we've seen. Exactly. He may do good things, but to what end exactly? Yodogiri Jinai. Guys in that limo. You know what? I believe you. Some people would be like, I don't believe you, and I think you're actually a good person. But I don't know. I don't think he is actually. She feel it. She felt her head. Exactly. Like they're circling their bait. They'll take anything at this point. Bless them. Like I said, this episode almost paints him as a decent guy. I mean, as a kid, I don't know. It's hard to say because he was just a kid. I don't feel like he was that much different. But maybe I'm being a bit too harsh. There is like a little bit of like a decent person there because, as I said, when he was a kid and when he like what he'd done for Shinra there in eternally punishing this this dude that we saw at the start of the episode. that is like, I mean, that goes with his whole deal of like experiments and human nature and such. But also, like, would he do that if he didn't care for Shinra? I don't know. I'm not sure he would. So maybe there is a slight bit of like humanity and like decent person in there. I mean, if that wasn't, why would he be interested in like human reactions to things and such? So yeah, I guess this episode painted him a little bit of a better light, but I still like. I'm with Soti there. I'm just like, yeah, this is gonna change too much. That's all. Go watch that. But yeah, really good episode. Love that. Great bit of backstory. A lot of focus on Isaiah again. Birds of a feather. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay. So we're kind of back with things next week. But yeah, like I said, love this episode. I thought this was awesome. I've been really enjoying the look into Isaiah we've had the last couple of weeks. This one may probably be even more enlightening, to be honest with you, seeing him as a teenager with Shinra at school. It does make you kind of feel bad that Shinra was was harsh to him when he got put in the hospital, considering what Isaiah had done for Shinra in the past. You know what? I'm a little bit kind of like, it is a little bit disappointing that Shinra acted the way he did towards Isaiah. Don't get me wrong, Isaiah's done some horrible stuff and so on and so forth, but not a great way to repay that kind of child debt, which I'm sure he's probably already repaid in full from his kind of cosmetic surgeries and Soti's kind of work and so on. But to repay that with just like, fuck you. Hang up with the guy with us, but pretty horrid. But yeah, great episode. Love this. Showing a slightly new light on Isaiah, which is cool. But yeah, let me know, you guys, about this episode in the comment section. Great episode today. Leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these reactions. And I'll catch you guys next week with episode, who knows at this point, 10, 11, not 100% sure.